She ain't Virginia no more. She's Veronica.
Oh my God, that's a terrible name for your vagina.
Virginia.
Hey, what is up? Hello, I go by Ren. If you're new here, welcome. I make lifestyle and fashion content. I post on this channel twice a week. That is every Monday and Friday. So if any of that interests you, you might as well go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. But if you're not new here, welcome back. So today I'm here with Kayla. Do you want to say something?
Hi, I'm Kayla.
Oh my God, that was terrible. Okay, we met in elementary school and like lost contact for like years.
But then that spiritual journey brought us back together, and now we're sitting in a room.
Yeah, so now we're sitting in a room. Ever since we've reconnected, we've like had so much in common, which
like,
is actually really crazy.
Picked up right where we left off.
Literally right where we left off. So I was like, I gotta have you featured in this video because like we have so much in common. So this video is a girl talk, and it's very similar to the last one I did where I was talking about lesbian sex with one of my other friends. But I wanted to do another one because I think that these are actually really fun to film and to talk about, and I love just like bringing taboo topics to the table. So we are also very high. I just want to get that out the way. No shame.
No shame.
Where's my chips?
Oh shit.
Oh, we finna get started without the guests of the evening, goddamn.
Right.
Like, we're just gonna talk about girl stuff. Like, we got a list of topics, and the thing is, since I already made a YouTube video talking about like the raunchy type stuff, like sex, masturbation, stuff like that. So if you want to see that, definitely go check out that video. But this one, we're gonna talk about things exactly like that, but in a different perspective. So like more deeper personal topics that people don't really think about when they make videos like this. Let's just get started. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is setting boundaries. And like me, this is something that I'm learning like recently, like fairly like very recently, like within the past month or two or three. And seeing the dynamic change so hard to being like, I don't think I really need to set that many boundaries with people. Like, there's not an exact example in my brain that I can think of and be like, oh, I need to set this boundary with this person. But to just see that dynamic change, and for me to be like, whoa, I don't like it when so-and-so brings up so-and-so, and I'm gonna tell them that this is a boundary, do not talk to me about that person. So just like that's an example. And it's become so important. So important. So important. People don't even realize how important it is.
They don't realize how important it is, and it's also like y'all don't realize how like misinterpreted really boundaries are. Like people think it's this. Some poet described it as like this big fence that's just like electrical, and if you touch it, you get shocked. When it's really just an affirmation of, I know what I want to be treated like. I know what I deserve. And I'm not settling for anything less to that. And it's just seeing people get so angry about it, even with people that I'm not gonna say like, are meant to be in your life, but like family, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it always stems back to them.
It always stems back to them because that's usually like your first level of some type of relationship, and then that sets the foundation for a whole lot of shit. So even if your parents were present, like too present, or not present at all, or barely present but neglectful, goddamn, or what's the other word? Real permissive, like let you do whatever you want. Like it doesn't matter. It's always going to affect you. Like you don't have to have a secure or not secure type of connection for that shit to really affect you. But talking about,
I was like, damn, you're not that high. Like, you know,
I mean, girl, listen.
I was like, wow, she's really saying this very well, and me, I'm not picking up any of it. Like, my
mind is playing elevator music.
I'm gonna just go for it, and she really was thinking about it. Like, setting boundaries is so important, and I literally just got to this episode in this podcast that is literally changing my life. It's called The Self-Love Fix. Have you started listening to it?
I was watching one about like a mother wound.
Yes, her episode, like everything she says is so factual, and it's such unique information that is. Honestly, if you think about it, it's common sense, you know? But people are kind of just, you know, stuck in their ways and uneducated and stuff like that. Just seeing, like, the examples of boundaries I've set with people and within myself, like, it's getting, like, way better. People get mad, typically, because it tends to be, like, an ego response when they do. And it's like, you don't like, this is how I am, you know what I mean? But it's like, it's not. And it's like, if we all sat back and looked at the traits of ourselves where people will say, hey, this makes me uncomfortable, this makes me feel this kind of way, we will realize that they're onto something, like, where they're not wrong.
Literally. Like I said, like, we really misinterpret what a boundary is. Like, I'm literally just teaching you straight up how to treat me and respect me. And I mean, your reaction, my thing is, like, their reaction is always going to be a reflection of them. Your perception of something is always going to be a reflection of you, and it's like, that's all I can fucking control. So when it comes to like how they react, it's like, you know, you're just clearing space for the people that do need to be in my life. And it's like, so they also fail to take accountability, because it's like, I'm not attacking you, my nigga, as a person. I'm just saying, hey, like, I don't like this, you know, and I'm not just some side character in your life. Like, I'm having the same vivid experience as you, so like, I know myself with
like
that.
It'd be amazing if people could really actually understand that, because let me tell you, like, an example. It don't
be about them.
Let me tell you exactly, like, an example of like one time where I simply set a boundary and it turned out so much better than what I thought was with y'all when we were in the tent. So we went to an event called Camping Trip. It's a festival where a whole bunch of spiritual black people get together and they camp in the woods and have music and performers and stuff like that. So it's really cool. And it was my first time going, and I went with Kayla and her best friend Bree, and this was my first time meeting her best friend. So we were all in the tent together, and it was like it was a day or two into the event, and originally I had brought up the idea of doing makeup. So like I was gonna let them do makeup because they're really good at it on me. I was a little back and forth within myself about if I even wanted them to do that. And when it came for the time for us to do it, we were in the tent. I think you were finna get the thing and you were like, what do you want on your face? Do you want me to do it or do you want to do it yourself? I literally was going in my head over, oh my god, I don't really want them to do this like makeup. Maybe I should say something. It's gonna be hard for me to say something. I was like, but I feel like I look pretty either way. But I mean, I guess I can let them do it, you know? Y'all, I was doing all this shit. Kayla was like, all right, what do you want to do? And I was like, I don't want any of it. And then literally Bree, you and Bree were both looking at me and y'all were just like, okay. Hey, yo, can you pass me that blush over there? I was like, and literally, I'm not even trying to be funny, but when y'all did that, I was like, I was actually shocked, bro.
Really?
Yes, I was actually shocked because I was like, and literally I was like, damn, like it could really be that easy with other people. It could really, like, oh, I would really encourage for people to set boundaries. Like, oh my god, it's so important. And it's probably difficult to even just simply tell somebody, you know, I don't like it when you do this, but it's like, think about it, you did it. And so now it's like, if they continue to do what you clearly communicated to them that you don't like them doing, and they're still doing it, it's like, all right, bro, it's time to distance myself from you. Even if it is family, like, people be acting like you can't just cut off family. Like, I wanted to make a whole YouTube video about that, because I'm so tired of people like gaslighting folks, making them feel guilty, like for not fucking, like,
come on,
bro, for not, oh god, like, why am I censoring myself? But like, we're not fucking with their family, like, bro, like, people's families are messed up. Like, what did y'all do? We just share blood. Like,
what's the quote to get the blood thicker than water? The original.
The blood of the covenant is thicker than the water of the womb. So it's like the people that you are there, like, you know, during your spiritual journey that you choose to have in your life, that you continuously choose over and over again, many times become stronger than the ones that you are forced to be around.
Another important thing, setting boundaries with yourself, especially when you are looking at your shadows, you know, embracing your shadows for real. It's like, you realize, like, there be a lot of shit that you yourself play a part in when it comes to, you know, you dealing with things in life. I know, as a person that has dealt with depression, I can sabotage myself. You know, like, anytime somebody got me fucked up, something got me fucked up, like, I'm so used to just laying in bed, sitting on my insecurities, and then letting that shit stay in my spirit until the next morning, and that'd be the first thing that I'm sad about. Next thing you know, I set the tone for the whole day. Now I get my ass up and I write. I get my ass up and I clean my energy. And I mean, like, don't get me wrong, some days, shit, I do sit in bed and I'm like, fuck it, I'm just gonna be in pain today, and that's cool. But like I said, it is a huge line between that self-sabotage and you actually just experiencing your emotions because it's okay to have a bad fucking day. Again, like, it's an affirmation to yourself to understand that I know what I want, I know what I deserve, and I'm gonna get that.
So like with what you were saying, I kind of rearranged one of the last topic to be the second one. Is like, my body speaks, I listen. Earlier August, I had the coronavirus, and so basically before the time period before, I was stressed. I was stressing about school. School has been taking up entirely too much of my time. I'm not learning anything, and I'm also like not enjoying myself. Like, it's not anything good that I'm learning. Like, why am I a junior taking U.S. history prerequisites? Like, get out of here. Jesus. So like, literally, I was constantly like stressing myself out. Like, I gotta wake up at this time, I gotta do this and this and this in the morning, I gotta, you know, do these school assignments in this order every week, every single day, even if it's gonna lead me into the weekend, and it always does. You see what I'm saying? Like, I was very stressed out, and I believe that I got sick for a reason. I got sick because my body was so constantly like, yo, like, can we sleep in? Like, it was bad. I was really treating myself badly, and I wasn't trying to listen to it, and that's why I got sick. Like, that shit happened. It was, the universe was like, sit your ass down, like, listen to yourself, like, you're really tripping. And ever since, like, I'll do schoolwork, but I'm like, y'all, I am not taking this seriously anymore. Like, I have no passion whatsoever to be here. So now I've learned from that situation that when my body speaks, I need to listen, because this body run everything. Like, even if my mind won't admit something is off, that I need to rest or push back or procrastinate a little, my body is going to know, and it's gonna tell me, and it's gonna tell me, and it's gonna force me to listen. You know, hopefully not be stubborn and wait till you get the coronavirus to actually sit your ass down. Like, you know what I mean? And it's like, bro, I wasn't even going nowhere like that. Like, just like the grocery store and stuff like that. Literally, I've been picking up my laptop for the past 3 days with the intent to do homework, and have done none of it. Why? Because I've been working on my clothing brand. That's why. And I find way more joy in that than freaking U.S. history.
Everything, I mean, honestly, exists holistically, for real. You not listening to your mind because you so used to suppressing your feelings. All right, then you're gonna catch that cramp in your right kneecap to sit your ass down. So
Kayla said that's how the universe works.
That's how it goes. Right, they're gonna shoot that little stimulus right there
for real. Why do you think the pandemic happened anyway?
Hello.
Like,
I mean, no, seriously, dog. Like,
everything is connected.
Everything
is connected, and we don't talk about this enough.
We don't
talk about this enough, bro.
Because people be thinking, no, everybody's different. No, we're all are connected. Bro. Our souls are just translated differently. We're all having the same experience,
bro. We are
just different
all
fucking ways,
bro. And it's crazy the ways that we're connected.
Ignorance of literally, like, your mind is the reason why you can't process that. Think about how people look at like an Asian person that's able to speak their native language and then like a little bit of broken English, and they look down at them trying to understand English like they don't know another language than you. Like, it's kind of like that same level of ignorance, and it's like they're literally saying the same thing, but because you're not able to process that, you don't have compassion. A lot of fucking Americans do.
It's you that aren't bilingual.
You, my nigga. Okay? You. To you.
Well, this was supposed to be the second topic, but when we were talking about the makeup and the tint thing, I wanted to talk about friendships with girls.
Oh, okay.
Because I've never, like, I just explained it to you on the porch. Like, it was you, then it was... And during, you know, my middle school years. But after that, like, I wasn't, like, super close with a girl. And I met Jonathan. And ever since, me and him, we just, you know, we've been best friends. So, I just told her about this. But when we went to the camping trip this past weekend... What did you say? She said, out of nowhere, this girl is just like...
Oh, my God.
I want some sweet baby dick. What did you say?
I said I wanted some baby daddy dick. That's all I said. And I don't know where she's getting sweet dad. That was the Sykes, my nigga. I said baby daddy dick, and she talking about baby back ribs. Nigga, what? Nigga, I said baby zaddy zig. Like, literally.
No, what when she's just said that shit.
I want some Mimi Zannies. That's how I say it.
Please stop.
Mimi
Bro.
Zannies.
Like literally, given the fact that like my best friend is a dude, we do not talk to each other.
Oh yeah. See, nah.
So when she said it, I was
how I
like,
be talking to my guy friend. You're gonna hear about this. Fuck it.
I was like, huh?
It be Jonathan's face.
Penis? Like, that was my first thought too. I was like, are we all lesbian? And then I was like, wait, these girls are not lesbian.
Bisexual girl.
She said, if you got that baby back rim dick,
I don't like men like that, but I love the dick now.
That fall off the bone.
We have the
Bro, how many years did we lose contact? Like, I can't believe that actually happened.
Okay, so considering that you don't really have a recollection of middle school, it would have to be 5th grade.
Traumatic.
So that exactly. So that's 2011.
I don't know. I mean, I like it because I've been wanting to. Like, bro, I'm not gonna call Jonathan and be like, hey, yo, let's go get our eyebrows done. You know, like he's gonna be like, what? So it's like it's really good to like finally be able to have like somebody that I'm close to that's like, yo, like you want to go get our nails done? You want to go to a sex shop and like buy matching dildos on some shit?
Buy matching
for real, because like Jonathan is not going for it, man. He's not like,
and it's like it's also like a personality thing, like just always on this. Like we can have a conversation. And because don't get me wrong, like I don't have friends where like I had my dildo in the room and I'm like, oh yeah, there's a dildo right there, and they're like, oh my god, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay. And then I've had other friends where it's like, oh, okay, you know, do your thing. I'm not saying they finna go over there and start touching the shit or something.
Now I would say something if I went to your house and you had one of those and it was in your shower, bro. No, that nigga.
No, listen though, that's real convenient. That's real convenient.
I know, bro, but it's like, nigga, this is too much now.
Putting that in the notes for later.
I'd rather see that shit in the corner in your room, like mine's is tucked away. Like my shit looks like decoration.
Look, it looks like a bong from here. I'm trying to tell you.
Just had that shit just.
Hell yeah.
In the shower, just permanently there. Like, nigga, what?
Like then that's different. Okay, we can talk about it. We can laugh at it, but like. It just be, you know, simple shit like that. Like, I like a chill-ass, open-ass female. Like,
no, like, that's also something else that I've really realized is that as I've been on my spiritual journey, I've been wanting to experience new relationships with people, whether it be romantic or friendship or just acquaintance or, like, mentor-wise, even something like that. I want to experience those relationships now more than ever, because I know that I'm gonna attract what I am, and I want to experience an actually stable friendship, like actually stable relationship. But like even the friendships that I've had with girls in the past has just been like conflict and trauma, and it's so interesting to see how trauma definitely affects romantic relationships, but friendships, like it will definitely affect a friendship. Given the person that I know for a fact that I'm becoming, I'm like, damn, like I can't wait to experience these kinds of relationships because it's gonna be dynamic. You know what I mean? Like I feel like our friendship is dynamic. You know what I mean? Like we find like cool ass events. And it's like we go to them like
within like a week. You know what I'm saying?
Like and it's like it's so interesting to be like we be manifesting stuff and we be telling each other about it and it just be working. Like it's so crazy how like that kind of stuff just happens, and it's so much easier to like be able to talk to you about certain stuff like that. So I just know that I'm attracting what I am, and it's good because it's like that just inspires me to continue working on myself. You know what I mean? Why does the topic say what I realized on acid? Bruh.
You didn't say you put that.
Oh yeah, I didn't tell you about that one.
Okay, shit. Tell me.
Like, bro, the psychedelics, man. When I was on acid, I seen myself like, okay, for one, we were in this trippy ass festival. Like, the perfect place for you to do psychedelics.
Shout out to ATL. Wait, shit. Camping Trip. Yeah, Camping Trip ATL. Same difference.
Yeah, it's the best place in the world.
Shout out to them, though.
Yeah, shout out to them. To trip for the first time. And when I was there, everything tie-dye, aliens, like just sage. Trippy. Yeah, sage, crystals. Like, when I was there, I seen this poster and it was this alien. Well, no, actually, I think I just perceived it as an alien. But it was this woman, her silhouette in like a yoga pose, and her arms extended to like branches, tree branches and stuff like that, and we were vibing. Like we were literally on, like, she was really reassuring me. And, like, I don't know, like, the way that I perceived her, like, when I looked at it when I was sober, it was a woman's silhouette, but I seen her as, like, an alien woman, you know? I don't know, but, like, she was very inviting, and she had the branches on her hands, but each branch went off into threes. And, you know, my name is Trinity. Yeah. It's like, it's like three. So I was like, I felt like it had something to do with all of that. You know, made
mind,
me be,
body, and spirit.
Literally made me be like, the next girl I mess with, I might just let her call me by my government name. Ooh. Like I don't know. Like, I thought about that recently. I was like, what if I started going by Trinity? Because that girl, like, she made me realize, like, how powerful my name was. And I didn't, like, realize it before. Because the only thing I thought about was Christianity. I am not a Christian. But, like, even when you said it, you didn't say Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. You said mind, body, and spirit. Which is interesting to me because I never thought about it like that. So when I was off the acid, like, I felt like I was dancing with my higher self. Like, the music was right. I don't know. Every time I closed my eyes, I saw me in just, like, this incandescent body version of me. And we were just dancing, like, just hand in hand, just literally dancing.
There's a big-ass beam of light that you just dancing with.
Yeah, and it was me.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like, of course, like, I guess, like, I would look faded or, like, darker, but it was me, but I didn't feel like this was the bad version of myself. And I felt like we were one. Like, we didn't need to, like, her body slither into mine and we become, you know, like, just, it was just, I just understood. And it didn't, like, the dark version of myself didn't even feel like the ego or anything like that. It just felt like me, but it was like my higher self. And it's like, I am my higher self. And I am also dancing with her. Like, So, like, when I was off acid, I really was like, oh, like,
so this is what, like,
all of this is fake, for one.
Yeah.
I didn't even really want to say simulation, but it was really just like, in the place that we were at, it was an old lake. It was a historic lake. Like, it was like a wide open area, but it was like you had to go down a very steep hill. It's kind of like we were in like a crash pit. The sky was beautiful and like mud and like the rain had just came. I looked at the environment around me and I was like, this is a planet, not this is somebody's land, not this is America, not it was just this is a planet, not even this is Earth. It was just like, this is the planet. And so I was like, do you know how many other planets there are? Like, this is not the end. I just felt different. Like, after that weekend, like, I already had been doing a lot better in, like, the way that I feel emotionally.
That's great.
But it was just like, that shit was like, wow. Like, it really had me like, I'm a whole different person. Like, literally, like, the stuff that I was sad about, like, the girls that I was sad about, like, the situations, it's just, like, it's so crazy to me that we're just taught to look externally. Like, but it's just, like, we have everything we need already.
Right here.
We have everything we need. And it's just, like, imagine if we're taught that. The second to last topic was what we learned from our exes. I'm only talking about, like, the good stuff. But, like, she really taught me, like, that I shouldn't settle for being treated less. Like, even though, like, there were messed up aspects of our relationship, especially in regards to, like, the way we treated each other, it wasn't, like, nothing I had ever experienced before. Like, she really cared. And she cared in an evident way. You know what I mean? Like, our love languages were different, or in like the way that like we treated each other's love languages. It's like mine was words of affirmation, but the way she treats me is gifts. Like, that's kind of like how she tends to show her love. But like, just learning from that experience alone just kind of showed me like, well, god damn, like, why would I want to go back to somebody like the first girl that I ever dated? You know what I mean? So, like, she really had me, like, wake up, like, yo, like, you're beautiful. Like, you shouldn't be treated like shit. Like, you know what I mean? And so whenever like that girl that just recently was in my messages, like she was just crazy, and like I'm not finna deal with all that. Maybe she could have caught me before I had met my ex, because before that shit I wouldn't have known, or I wouldn't have had a better idea of how I should be treated as a romantic partner, and therefore she could have walked all over me. It was something that I didn't know I needed before it happened.
If I would say the biggest lesson that I took, or that I was taught in the relationship, was definitely
what I learned in boarding school is
understanding does not mean justification. Me and my best friend say this all the fucking time. And also,
like, I understand why you did the messed up stuff you did, but that
doesn't mean exactly. And it's like, same thing with, like, I think I saw a quote the other day. It was like, unconditional love doesn't mean I'm unconditionally tolerating your bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because it does get to a certain point. Like, you can say over and over, you didn't have an intention, but if you are still violating my boundaries, I have a right to step away. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have a right to continue to fuck me up, but I gotta take the shit. I can't. You know, even if you don't mean it, like, I'm still a human being. You can consider that. And then, like, the other thing is really understanding, like, niggas don't know what the fuck love is. Niggas know what attachment is. Niggas know what codependency is.
Sir, this nigga spitting. Damn, nigga.
See, let me grab the crystal. See, and that's why the next person I mess with gotta be deep into the spiritual stuff, because like I want you to know, like, I'm not gonna sit here and try to hold your hand through this spiritual process, because I've tried to do that with somebody before. This is something you got to do on your own. Like, we need to both understand, like, how it is, what love is, and how are we going to give our partner the love they need. Because what if we speak in words of affirmation? That's our love language, but theirs is gift giving. We need to have a good understanding of that. Definitely. And so that it can work together.
The start of that is, you gotta love yourself.
For real.
Because that it affects every other relationship.
How you want to be loved. And if you know that and you can just communicate that to somebody else.
Somebody for real.
Oh my God.
And then that's when the boundaries, you know what I'm saying, that's when they come in. The thing is, the more and more you continue to be in this level of complacency and stagnancy of how you treat yourself, every single relationship, it don't matter if it's platonic relationships, romantic, business partnership, you know what I'm saying, like a fuck buddy, like any of that, it does not matter what type of relationship dynamic it is, it's always going to be a mirror reflection on what the fuck you need to work on. You know what I'm saying, you're going to be like, that's why they say, like, when you're healing, like, you react less and you respond more, because it's like you realize those triggers, but it's like, okay, I know why the fuck I'm feeling like this, not because, oh, they had the intention to do this and that to me. It's like, no, this is, I feel this way because I have a fear of abandonment, because this and this happened to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you start,
you can really analyze why you do stuff and why you react to things. And that's what's so great about shadow work. Like, literally, one of the phrases that has literally helped me so much through my spiritual journey was something that I heard on the Self-Love Fix. And she was like, whenever you feel guilty about something you did in the past, think about it and really remind yourself, I was doing the best with what I knew at the time. And it's like, had I known that I had anger issues and I was mean in situations where I didn't need to be, I would have did better. But sometimes I would just be talking and I'm like, why the fuck does no one, like, I'm not intending to sound like this, like, that's not my intention. But the more I realized, I just was angry, and it wasn't like intentionally at the people, but it was just like deep down, like, a lot of the fucked up shit that happened in my childhood just made me angry, like, and it just was like, it was just so messed up, and it was like I was unintentionally taking it out on other people. And it's like, I just really gotta watch the way I say stuff, or just even what I say. And so now when I see people not doing the same thing, like, one of my family members, I have a Hispanic friend in California, and one of my family members asked them out of nowhere, like, if they were legal or some shit like that. And I just find that to be totally inappropriate, because it's like, that's none of your fucking business. And it's like, that's such a racially induced stereotype. Very. And so it's like, why would you ask that shit? But it's like, I would never ask nobody. I don't give a fuck how curious I am. Like, I'm not gonna ask you that shit. Like, we have to learn how we need to be loved. And we also, most importantly, need to learn to love ourselves. Because once we love ourselves, it's just like, all right, this situation with that person didn't work. On to the next. Like, only thing it did was show me something that I needed to think about deeply within myself. And now once I get that, like, the next person will be better. It's like we can't stop shitty things from happening to us. We can learn how to react to them and to turn that negative situation into a positive situation, or it doesn't even have to be completely positive, but it has to be a learning situation. Like,
because honestly, most of the time when shit comes your way, it's a projection of their own insecurities. So that shit don't be personal. Like, literally, a person can only understand you at the level they understand themselves. They can only meet you at the level that they meet themselves. So it's like sometimes that shit don't even be personal.
Nothing to do with you, bro.
Exactly. Like, that was another thing that I really learned from my ex. Like, she had nothing to do. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you really be sitting there like, damn, like, where do I go wrong? I'm not saying like, you know, any of my past relationships, like, you know, like, they just like completely bashed me. It was just kind of like more so of being the empath and just the wanting to be the nurturer, the savior, the was it martyr of the relationship. Like, fuck it, like, I don't take it so much shit, like, put it on me and I will help you because I've been there and I can help you whole time. And it's like, damn, like, what the fuck am I doing wrong? And it's like they don't know how to love themselves. So it's like, you exhibiting that, you're not being that prototype of what they know love to be. So, and now it's like, you are the correct of it, but they're not unlearning like you're unlearning, or at least at the rate. And it's like they're taking it out on you, like you're the one doing something wrong, and you're like, fuck, like I'm genuinely trying. That's the position I'm in. I'm genuinely trying here, like, always had a pure intention. I'm like, fuck, like, I know I'm walking in the right direction. I mean, that shit hurts, and it hurts even in the moment, because it's like, even when you have all that knowledge, still being in that nurturer, healer position, like, dog, I'm still delicate myself. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still healing myself because of the level of knowledge that I have. I have a capacity to see where this person is at, even though they won't do the same for me.
Or they won't within themselves. Like, they can't see, like,
they can't. And it's just like, I have to accept you for where you're at.
And like, that's why the next person that I get to know, like, I'm not walking you through that. Like, yeah, like, I like the girl that I was just telling you, like, bro, like, I really feel like I was her wake-up call. Like, she needs to stop trying to message me on every app. Like, I was her wake-up call. Like, we were not compatible. Like, we're not it. So it's just like, wake up. Like, I was there for a reason, and then I was gone the next. But you can learn something from what it is that happened within the short amount of time that I did know you. Codependency is not cute. It's traumatic in so many subconscious ways. And like, my first love, her attachment issues, she pushed you away, but she pulled you so close. She has to be in a relationship.
Is it Scorpio?
Yes. Anyone that treated her, I treated her with so much love and respect. Like, I really loved her. And like, whenever I tried to give her something genuine, something authentic, she pushed away from it. She probably just didn't know she was worthy of a love like that.
Don't get me wrong, like, as human beings in this experience, for real, like, we're always going to be in a state of healing, but it's like, I still want to set a boundary of, nigga, you gotta be at a certain level. This shit, like, I can't do the baby steps anymore. I can't.
I'm not walking you through it, bro.
I can't, because it's like, I know you're going to one day dump on me, like, with your feelings and fuck up something, and I just don't. I'm still delicate myself. Like, what my ex taught me as well, like, not what they taught me, but what the experience, I would say, because not specifically them. Like, I'm at a point now where I'm like, I definitely want to be, I'm in a position where in this time in my life I want to be like polygamous, because my most important relationship right now is with me. I mean, I can be optimistic, but niggas are codependent as fuck out here and insecure as fuck, and I'm not saying that in a bad light, because I've been there, and I have respect and love and compassion for that. I'm gonna let you work on you, because when I realize, like, what I want from the foundation of from another person is, I want you to love yourself. Because when you love yourself and you go find yourself, if it's meant to be, you will find me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit, if it's meant to be, it will not pass you by. You know, so it's like, more than anything, that's what I want you to do. I have my likes and wants and desires, of course, but at the core, because if you do that, like, shit will make sense. Shit will be there. Like, you know, you're gonna have that foundation to be able to understand that I'm not trying to argue with you when I'm expressing my emotion. You know what I'm saying? It's just gonna click. It ain't gonna be, I have to go through this and that. Like, don't get me wrong, arguments will still happen even when you're at that level, but it won't be as bad as, you know what I'm saying, like them being in the position of not growing, of still in that stuck moment of stagnancy, still being in that moment of denial, haven't even reached an enlightenment like they thought they did, you know, like just shit like that. But like I said, like that's why I feel like I'm down for a polygamous relationship, because it's like I'm still committed to my solitude, and it's like I treat myself literally like I'm another person, and I'm fine with that, because I never did that. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole life I've been the giver. I'm gotten to a point where I no longer feel bad about that, because I know that's my gift. It's like, just because it got put into the wrong hands doesn't mean that's necessarily what it is in essence. I want to be dating, but I don't want to be exclusively dating, because dating means that you can talk to multiple people at the same time. Exclusively or talking is when you are fucking with a monogamous person. But like I'm here for the experience, especially in my fucking 20s, dog. Real, like, bro. I am not trying to be I want kids, bro. First of all, you know what I'm saying? Like, for real, like I really
want to experience just like
being
just a sugar mom. Like, I just like, right, bro, just let me get a brown skin, older, like 30-year-old, 35 year old stud,
a little thicker,
got her shit together. Like, man,
cook me some jambalaya.
Your name is just daddy, like from here on out. Like, I want to experience something like that, and I'm like, bruh, like,
sends me money on Cash App, not these
bruh, just
scamming
send me
checks.
money for being pretty. Like,
hello.
Bruh, like, just wake me up with $5K. Like, just I also want to be like a stripper, bro. Like, I really love going to pole dancing classes, and I'm like,
strippers do not get the recognition they deserve.
Bro,
do you understand how much upper body strength?
That is a freaking sport.
It is a sport.
It is a sport.
To clap your ass for more than 15 seconds, my nigga.
No, nigga. Well, I actually do that shit. Look at my legs. Look at my legs. Look at the bruises on my legs. God. Those just popped up today, bro. Like, being a stripper. Yes, bro. Like,
and they gotta do that shit every night, bro.
We wear knee pads and elbow pads and shit like that. Like,
them bitches just be up there free.
They just be up there, like, man. Like, I would really like genuinely like like, I have respect for like sex workers, like OnlyFans girls, like, bro. Like, I would like do that. I just feel like I don't know, like my YouTube channel. I don't know.
I can't work
like,
the angles.
It's just I don't want that, like look, the image.
Yeah.
Other people's perceptions.
Yeah.
Well, we're back at that again. Like, that's what it is. That's what keeps me from doing stuff like that. Because when I look at stripping, like, I don't look at it as like pornography. I look at it like an art. Like, it's very appreciative. Like, it's just beautiful to me.
Because sex is so sexualized. Like,
oh, bro. God, yeah, for real, bro. Like, why is it so taboo? Like, why is it so taboo? Like, let's talk about it.
Why do these old ass men on Twitter be beating their meat with the right hand and pointing down at you with the left? Like, you're literally freaking criticizing the same system that you got something against. Like, when it come to women, y'all get mad when they chill and quiet. Y'all get mad when they loud and rowdy. Y'all get mad when they're just there. Y'all, I mean, like, point is, I'm not here for your fucking game. Like, I'm here for me, my nigga. I'm existing for me. If y'all would understand this shit is an experience. Like, if y'all would try to understand, like, it's a mutual thing. Like, I'm not here for your fucking gain. And like, niggas in particular, yes, honestly, niggas don't get that. Because like, when I've tried to talk to men about that, like, in general, like, they immediately get on the defense. And it's like, bro, like, listen to me.
No one even said it was you.
No one said it. Exactly. No one fucking said it was you. Or like, when a woman has confidence and the first thing that comes to your mind is like that urge to want to dumb them down or like bring them down a little bit. It's just like, you need a therapist. I can't even fucking embrace loving women without,
you can't even rock just free ball her titties out without niggas just being like, Are those for me?
Like, nigga, we like girls too. I be looking fuck. Like,
Bro,
I get it.
God.
But calm
I know how
down.
to look. These niggas just be horny just all the time.
They would fuck
and don't
concrete.
even be. When we were at that event, we went to a poetry event earlier today. It was an erotic poetry event, actually, ironically.
Tonight. Okay.
Girl, when she said, what age were you when you realized it needed to be slow? Like, I'm in a room full of niggas who are like 25 and up. Like, a lot of them are just not even as young as we probably thought that they were. We would just assume that you're over 21.
Yeah.
It's just open bar. You can just walk up and nigga gonna ask if y'all ID. Like, she just needed to be cool and just ordered her a glass of wine. Like, and then you don't get wine. You ain't getting Ciroc, nigga. It's just fucking wine. Niggas, do y'all ID? Nigga, nobody who's buying wine at the function is asking if they ID. Like, it's a classy ass drink, and this nigga, it's a classy niggas who drink wine attend poetry events. Like, nigga, we're not at the club. Now, if you ask for like a shot of Fireball, nigga,
then it's like
at the poetry function.
What? How the fuck are you about to turn up right now?
But yes, bro, she was like, the host was like, what age were you when you realized it needed to be slow? And I was like, wow.
In my experiences, I realized that I've gotten more vocal. Like, I will tell you what the fuck I want.
Nigga said you gonna eat Veronica.
You're going to.
Nigga,
she ain't Virginia no more. She's Veronica.
Oh my god, that's a terrible name for your vagina.
Virginia.
The last thing on the list is self-expression. So like,
that's a great way to close it out.
Yeah, I'm still learning. When I think of self-expression, I think of dress.
Right.
Clothes. I think of clothes. But self-expression is literally your personality. It's your demeanor. It's your resting bitch face. Yeah. It's every aspect of you. Cause it's like so interesting. Like when we were at the camping trip, we met this guy, and this guy, he found me attractive, but like that entire weekend I was so used to being like the more masculine presenting one out of all of us. Out of all of our like girl group. So it's like guys, I'm not looking for niggas' attention, but guys were like more drawn to y'all because y'all seemed more friendly. You know, y'all had y'all faces done up, y'all were dressed more femme. This dude was like, you were the first thing that I noticed. And I was like, really? Like me in these fucking sweatpants and these baggy ass, like, nigga, I had the chains on. Nigga, I googled how to camp with drip, okay? Like, I came prepared to stunt on niggas in layers. Like, I really wonder, oh man, I would love to step outside of myself for a day. I would love to experience being some random stranger, let's say at the function tonight, who's seen me and what was the first thing they saw. Like, I would really just love to step outside myself for a little bit, because it's like when I feel like I'm still working on this, but like when I think of what other people see me as, I just sometimes I'd be like, bitch face attitude, short but angry, Gemini. Like it tends to be negative connotations when I think of other people's perspectives, because for so long that's what people, my family especially, have been yelling at me, that all I am. Like, I'm just, why are you so angry? Why you got an attitude? Like, you just like your dad. Like, shut the fuck up, all of y'all. You know what I mean? And it's like, it has tainted my even way of being able to present myself. If people are going to perceive me whatever way that they're going to, despite how hard I try to present myself to them, how am I supposed to do it? I do it following me, but it's just like sometimes I still get caught up. Like, I feel like if I dress masculine, I'm gonna turn away more masculine presenting women. If I dress feminine, they're not gonna know I like girls. If I, you know what I mean? So it's just like, I'm gonna really have to go the extra mile. Like, I really gotta look at these niggas a specific way, so they're like, oh yeah, I know what she on. Like, she wants the strap. You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like, how do I go about it? But it's just like, the answer is you just do. It's like that also plays a part into sexism. You know, like the homophobia with even in the lesbian community. It's like studs can't date studs. Like, who are you? Like,
I thought we all like
how
women
are we
here.
oppressed and y'all trying to oppress in the
oppression.
Like, who do you think
Literally.
you are? Like, that's like black people putting down black women. Like, nigga, we struggling together in this bitch. Because I'm happy with the way that I'm presenting myself.
As long as I'm
you
comfortable with
it, you know, however the hell you want, and that is still something that I am learning, you know. Cause it's like we want people to like us. Like no matter how much we say we don't, we're social. We crave attention. Like we crave acceptance.
We're literally social beings by nature.
We're in a day of social media. We crave acceptance. Like, y'all know how often I look at my YouTube analytics? Somebody DM'd me on Instagram and was like, but where's the new videos at? And I was like, really?
I was waiting on Monday.
I was like, y'all really listen to me when I say 2 videos a week? Like, y'all niggas are really like, what? Damn, like that really makes me feel like, like appreciated, you know what I mean? Because it's like, even my friends, yes, I love my friends, but it's like them niggas don't be watching my YouTube channel. Like my family don't, my little cousin does. Now I make videos for her, but like that's why I like to make videos like this, because it's like it'll give some different kind of insight, you know, like to her generation and stuff like that. But it's just like, I don't know, like it's just like, damn, like real life influencer, like what the fuck? At least I'm living how I want to live, and it's just so interesting. Like even with school, like we've been roaming these streets for the past week, girl. Like we've been roaming these streets, and I'm just like it just makes me so. I just feel so fucking alive. Like I don't feel alive sitting in my room doing U.S. history. Like
hell no.
Like why am I doing that? Like why am I not out at poetry
what the experience,
like,
experience
yes, like,
is for
literally that TikTok trend where it's like, I'm gonna follow the good feeling, I'm gonna follow my heart, I'm gonna do this and this. I'm just like, yo, like for real, like just like going to that poetry
how shit
event,
falls into place.
It's just like, man, like it's just so, it just feels so good. And it's like, why would I want to stress over some shit that I don't care? Basically, I'm dropping out of college, but that's what I'm alluding to right now. Goddamn.
That's the conclusion.
But, the conclusion, Your Honor, like the defense.
What I learned in boating school.
What? Oh my god! This nigga just put it back around. This nigga just put that shit out my team, bro. That's why I mess with her.
Full
bro.
Circle.
Nigga, oh god, everything is
what
connected.
I learned in boarding school
everything is connected. What I learned in boarding school is boarding school just not for some of these niggas. Like
it ain't for SpongeBob.
School is not for these niggas. Like this nigga can't drive, bruh. Like no matter what he does, he manages to live his life regardless.
Hello,
bro.
okay.
Nigga does.
Have y'all seen SpongeBob house? That nigga live in a mansion in a fucking pineapple.
Nigga just vibing. Just
vibing, my nigga.
Just vibes.
Y'all ever see him go grocery shopping? He's just abundantly, like, favored, okay? Let's talk about how...
So happy, man.
The ritual of the stuff shot up our nose really helps with self-expression. Because you know how it cleanses our pineal gland and our crown chakra.
Shit, man.
Yeah,
that kind of sounds a little trippy right there. I wasn't even going to talk about that, but...
So, while we were at camping trip, right? So... Usually during like full moon, people usually do like some type of ritual. It can be like gratitude or releasing, whatever you feel like you need in that moment, right? So we were doing like a releasing ritual, but the people that were up there, this guy, he had like this herbal medicine. I don't really remember the name, but like I said, it basically like cleans out your pineal gland, your third eye chakra or chakra,
mucus, all the
mucus, like, but it's after you know release all that, it's like you feel so in tune with yourself. As we're talking about like self-expression, it was like when it happened, like he shot it up your left nostril first, and that like kind of represents the death of you releasing things, and then in the right it's like birth of something new. Like as the mucus and stuff was like kind of coming out of our bodies, I realized after a while that like it was like a boatload of tears coming out, but it wasn't like, oh, I was boohoo crying. It was just, I felt like, you know, that releasing, that death of what things were for real were definitely just coming out. And it was like such a beautiful experience because like you just experienced it. But I'm saying like the tears just flowing freely, and you're like, damn, like this part of me that I've been working to heal is like dying away because it's rising up from the phoenix for real. Basically, like when it comes to self-expression, like when I share my spill on it, like it comes from like what Ren was saying, like your aura, but with me also it comes with how I dress. I mean, I definitely identify as a woman, but like when it comes to like dress, I feel like androgynous. And then when it comes to labels, that's another thing. Like I'll have one because of, like, some people just kind of function like that, and I'll say it like sexuality wise. I'm like, okay, yeah, like I'm bisexual, but I'm like, it's more of if I just fuck with it, like, I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to associate too deep. Exactly. I'm here for the experience. I'm going to let that shit be fluid because I don't want to think, oh, dang, like, I may not like this person that I'm in a relationship with because they're not this prototype or that prototype. But it's like, no, I fuck with them because I fuck with them. Self-expression really just feels like the subtle art of not giving a fuck. I think that's a book.
That is the book.
Yeah, the subtle art is just not caring, and it's not like a malicious thing. It's just what can I do? What really can I do? I mean, that's self-expression.
That's our testimony, and we're sticking to it.
Hell yeah, Your Honor. Tap, tap.
So you can best believe I'm gonna follow the good feeling. It's entirely too crazy how much control I have over my own freaking life. Like, and you think I'm gonna recognize that and just drop it? Like, nah, bro. So that's it. We're gonna do that. We're gonna follow our dreams. We're gonna follow our heart. We're gonna drop out of school. We're gonna follow the good feeling.
We're not saying
I'm leading with my body from now on.
Hell yeah.
Like, I'm letting my body take control.
Like,
of
your
intuition
is a serious
like, there's
thing.
no way I'm gonna choose writing an essay for freaking biology over freaking, you know, going to a crazy cool event. So yes, I hope this video wasn't too long, but if it was and you stuck to the end, thanks. I hope you got something.
I hope you did.
Yeah, so I really hope you guys enjoyed this conversation. Please let me know down in the comment section below. I will put Kayla's social media, etc., all in the description box.
Y'all, she's fucking amazing. Okay,
thanks.
Like, this shit, I be binge watching her shit. She be on her shit. She be on her shit.
For real, y'all. So yeah, hopefully we can talk about more topics like this soon to come. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please comment, like, subscribe, same as always, and you guys will see me in the next video.